to my channel. I am Blue Lotus Vibes by Janita McLean. And on today, y'all, I'm going to show you how we are going to take these canvas panels that I got from Walmart. They are 8 by 10s. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to create a design and then put it on this canvas. If this is something you would like to see, sit back and watch me as we work. Okay, I have a design that I have gotten from Creative Fabrica. What I did was I got the design, I put it in my upload already. It is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I do have the Pro Edition to Canva. So what I'm going to be able to do is use a lot of the items that you see that have a crown next to it. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look for the size I would like for it to be. Remember, I said it is 8 by 10. However, I would like a nice area that I can work on. You can put your own sizes in if you would like. However, I would like to just go ahead and use something that is already put together. Let me see. Let's just go with YouTube banner because it should have enough for me as far as size. See, this is a perfect area for me to work on. So I'm going to work on it over here, and then I will move my item over to where I want to print it at. I'm going to go to images. It should have been right here. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out a little bit. So we're going to go like that. Go like that. And I want to change this color, so I'm going to change this color to a blue. I'm going to go over here to my side panel that has the colors, and I'm going to choose my blue that I normally get. I think that's kind of dark. You can go down here and you have your default colors. You can go to your brand kit, which if you have Pro, you can use that. You can also go right here. You can darken it, you can lighten it. And if you have a code, which is a hue code, you can put it in as well. I'm going to go up here and lighten it up just a little bit. I'm going to come out of here. And I'm going to go down. And I'm thinking I want to put something else behind it. So we're going to go to Element. And I have previously used a lot of different things. So I'm going to go ahead and say See All. I'm going to keep going down here. And this is exactly what I want. Something I previously used, which is the lotus flower. It is right here in the front of my words. I'm going to go up here to the word position. Go over here to my side panel, and I'm going to say to the back. Now I'm going to stretch this out a little bit because I want to be able to see just a little bit more than the words I have on here. Okay, now that is set just like I want it to be set. Now, I know I'm not going to do this as a SVG. I know I want this as a PNG. So I'm going to fix this how I would like for it as far as having a border around my letters and everything. Okay, what I did was I added a second page so that I could go ahead and work on these two separately. I have this up here. If I click on this, I'm going to go to the word shadows. I'm going to go to glow. Don't quite like that. That's okay. So we're going to go into drop. So you have to find out what really works for you. Now, I do like the outline on that. I'm going to go ahead and move down to color. I want to change the color, so I'm going to go in here, give it like a blue in color. I want it a little darker. We're going to go like that. Move it up a little bit more, and I think I'm going to stay with that. We're going to leave that alone. Go over here and move down to our second page, which has our words on it. I'm going to go back to Edit Photo. That's going to bring me back to this screen again, which is your effects. You can adjust, or you could crop. I want to go down here to shadow once again. And I'm going to go to outline. Now that is, that's okay. But I think I want to go for a different color. I'm going to come down here. You can make your size as far as the thickness of your font. I'm going to go ahead and touch on this. I'm going to bring the thickness up a little bit. That's a little too much. We're going to go down just a little bit. And I think the angle is fine. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to go here to my color. And I want to go back. So we're going to come out of here. We're going to go here. And I want to change my color back. So I think I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to come down. And I want to change my outline. Let me go to this and see what it gives me as far as filter. Not really liking all of those, so we're going to come back down again. I'm going to go to the word shadow, and I'm going to come down. I'm going to go to color again, and I want to get this gold one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go to this particular color right here, and I want to come to edit photo because I'm trying to find out what this color is. So because I want to get the exact hue. When you do like this and you come down, it automatically will put whatever image you have onto your next page. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say edit photo. And now I want to find out my particular color. So like I said, sometimes you just have to play around with things and find out what you're working with. Because I'm not a pro at this, but I do work with it. Well, I really like that. That is real pretty. It's a real rich color. Let me put this behind here because I might not even move back up and use the one I have up there. This is really pretty. I like this like this. So I think I'm going to go with this. Now that we are grouped, I'm going to go up here to the word in the corner, right, where it says share. I'm going to hit share. I'm going to hit the word download. Now, I do want this as a PNG because I will be using it with sublimatable ink. I'm going to hit the word transparent background. I'm going to hit that. As you can see, it says I have 2 pages. I know I'm not going to use 2 pages. The number 1 I do not want. I'm going to uncheck this one. And I'm only going to go to number 2. I'm going to hit the word done. And I'm going to hit the word download. Now that it has downloaded, you can take your time and you can make this whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to say blue. And I'm going to say the word canvas. And I'm going to say craft. So that way it identifies on what I would like for it to be. I'm going to go down this side panel. I'm going to hit the word download. So I know it's going to be in my downloads. And I'm going to hit save. Okay, now we are in Silhouette Studios. I'm going to come over here to this corner where it says File. I'm going to hit the drop down menu, and I always use the word merge, especially if you're going to use more than one item. That's a good idea to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit on what we have saved. Going to wait for it to come up. I always move it off my canvas to make sure that it in fact did not save any of the background that was on here. I'm going to highlight this. It is measuring at 6.375 by 4.228. I know I do not want that. I'm going to unlock the aspect ratio of this. I'm going to go in here and put in what I would like for it to be. My canvas is an 8 by 10. However, I do not want it to be completely at 10. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to backspace, put it at 9. My width, I want that to be at maybe about a, let's do about a 8. No, the canvas is 8 wide, 10 high. So let's do this at about a 7. A 7 should work. We're going to hit enter. I'm going to put this back down here onto my area that we're working on. I'm going to go up here to this red box, drop down menu, hit that so that we can take off this extra red line that's on there. I'm going to go to File again. I'm going to hit the word print, and let me turn on my printer. Okay, while the printer is getting ready to print, I always like to take and go down my sidebar to make sure that my image is completely on my work area. It is. I'm going to hit the word print. It's going to bring up my other printer. I'm going to hit the word preference. I'm going to look at my side panel piece to, first of all, make sure 8 by 5 by 11, which is good for my paper. The word mirror image is off. I'm going to go over here to my preset, hit this. This will, in fact, turn on my mirrored image because, once again, we are working with sublimatable ink. So I want to make sure it's flipped so that it will be on the front of my paper. I'm going to hit the word OK. We're going to hit the word print. And we're going to let the printer do its thing. Okay, my image has printed out. This is what my image is looking like. From here, we're going to get all of our supplies together, which I'm going to use a Teflon sheet. I'm going to use my heat tape. You will need, and I'm trying to remember what this is. Y'all gotta forgive me. But this is what you will take and put on top of your canvas. And this is your lamination. Had a little brain, you know, for a minute, y'all. Scissors, parchment paper, and I'm going to use this brown parchment paper. And, of course, your actual canvas. Now, I'm waiting for this to heat up. While this is heating up, I'm going to get everything together. I'm going to cut around my image. Another thing, gloves. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have gloves because I don't know how hot that lamination sheet will be. So we're going to be safe than sorry. I'm going to cut around a little bit, making sure we have our image pretty much where I want it at. So we're going to take and do that like that. And I'll go around like this. And remember, when you use sublimation, your image will appear turned backwards until you put it on the particular item that you are putting it on. Once you do that, then it will read like it should. So our image is ready. I have this at 331, well 330 for 30 seconds. But I think I need to bump this up in order for this lamination to fully be on there and appeared. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go at 360. And let's bump our time up to, let's do 360 for 40. So we're going to let everything get together. And while we are doing that, we're going to move our parchment paper out the way for right now. We're going to go ahead and take our canvas out of here. I did pre-cut this so that I can get in here. And like I said, this was a pack of 3. It was at Walmart, and I want to say I paid like $3 something for this. So it was a good deal. And this is your flat canvas. Now, a lot of them do have the other canvases where you actually have the wooden pieces that are in there. But I wanted to try a flat canvas. I have tried the canvas that does have the actual wood piece in there. But this is what it's looking like. And this is the back of it. So it is flat. Another thing you want to make sure you have is tight pressure on your heat press when you are using it, because you want this to be completely adhered to it, the lamination sheet. We are at the temperature we need to be at. Let me go ahead and open up the heat press. Get everything set up. Another thing I want to go ahead and do, because I want to make sure whenever I'm dealing with any type of white materials like my t-shirts, my pillowcases, anything like that, I always like to take my lint roller and go across them. So even though this is a canvas and it was in plastic, I'm going to go ahead and do the same because I just want to make sure it's nothing on there. Okay, I have that right in the middle where I want it at. I'm going to go ahead and take my lamination sheet. You have a shiny side, and on the inside is the matte side. I'm going to go ahead and take this just like this. And let me take this off for a minute because I want to measure that, because we don't need this big sheet. The sheet is awfully big. I'm going to go ahead and, make sure I think I might have heated it up already, y'all. Might need to get another sheet in a minute if it does not open. Okay, here we go. You want to go inside, pull this apart like this. You want to pull it apart like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and split this because I don't need it. If it'll split. If not, okay. Let me cut it. I'm going to cut it first and then we will go from there. So I'm going to take and cut. Uh-oh, y'all. I didn't mean to shake, y'all. I'm going to go and cut it along this line right here. So let's get our scissors. Let's go ahead and cut, because we want to split this. We do not need all of this lamination. I'm going to move that out the way. I'm going to go ahead. Pretty much see where I want this to be at. And I'm going to cut it down. Let's see. Okay. So we pretty much want it to be like this. I'm going to give it some room on all sides, top and bottom. Let me make sure y'all can see me. I'm going to give it some room on the top and the bottom and the sides. So I'm going to cut this down and I'll be back. Okay, ring, ring, ring. It's calling our number. Ring, ring, ring. Let me put my glove back on. We're going to move that out the way. We're going to move these two out the way. And we're going to go ahead and turn this off because it's hot. Now we're going to see what we got. So, hopefully, this came out. I'm hoping it did. If so, if you haven't already known or tried this, you can try it out yourself. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. And yes, y'all, look at this. This came out so pretty. I'm going to go around and cut the edges off. But this came out so pretty. So pretty. Let me put this down. This came out beautiful, y'all. Beautiful. Let me set y'all up so y'all can see this. This came out really, really pretty. Let me change my angle. Okay, so I changed the angle. Look how shiny and pretty that came out. I'm going to go around the edges and cut this up. But this is so pretty. So now you know. You can go to the $1.25 store and find these canvases. You can go to the big box store, which is Wally World. Find you some canvases. Get you some Teflon sheet, butcher paper. Get you some parchment paper. And go for it. Try it out. But until my next video, y'all be safe in these streets.